I tried to get back into the stream and it said an error occurred and stop that. So again, apologize for that. Uh, fuck. So okay, long story short. So there's no point for them trying to fucking clean up the land so they can try to sell it because it's going to end up being a big loss and the local communities are going to lose a shit ton of money. That'll cause a lot of issues to the state. And if the towns are Democrat, they're going to lose votes. So what's the next option? Yeah, help the people out there. And I think that is honestly the best option they can do. Uh, the only concern, which I do see that is a valid one for some people out there, is they're worried about a hostile takeover from the government. Uh, that's most likely not going to happen. Government is very lazy. Okay, very, very, very lazy, and this is something that the people out there have wanted, according to Cause. Cause was a member of the council, and he was the one that requested it. On behalf of the council, or they voted, or however that works. Um, so either way, I think if Slap City just got help, you know, it's certainly just like this now, in the way that it's happening, where, uh, yeah, I know, I apologize. I got a phone call, and then shit, and then it all went to shit. Just do that. It all went to shit. Hey, for the crew to review. Oh, Katie Street. Yeah, sorry guys. I got a call, and I tried to get back onto the old stream, and it says an error occurred. The fuck can I do? So yeah, let's give it a little bit of a minute. I mean, you know what? All right, you know what? Enough. We've all kind of had a little bit of a rough morning today. How's everybody else today? How are you? Peeps, how are you today? Pebbles, how are you today? Benici, how are you today? Hey again, Roderick. Oh, oh, oh. That hit good there. I'm PMS. Oh no, that's not good. How you doing today, Matt? Let's try. Let's cut the negativity. Bad morning online. Was being positive here. So, so EMS that unit tab. Let's see for streaming this. Thanks for getting that in and out. Fuck. But it's kind of starting to. Yeah. Starting to overheat. My phone. Get addressed to Chili Willy. That's honestly, that is something we can do. Yeah, we don't live there, but it doesn't mean that we can't say that what they're doing isn't fucking bullshit. And frankly, I think if enough people bring attention to them as individuals, saying that you're a bunch of fucking assholes for doing this shit, they might fucking have a change of heart and realize, hey, if a bunch of people on the internet are going off and telling everybody we're a bunch of assholes, eventually this is gonna get word out into town or something. So I don't know, but that's honestly, it's warranted to be fucking angry about it. Is But yeah, again, I will stay on for a few more minutes. Once the phone gives me warnings. I do have some stuff to do today. Before I go pick up my son from school, I'm still doing more testing on this baby. Guys, I have my video. I do want to apologize because the video I made on this knife is 30 fucking minutes long. I was really trying to make a short video on it, but it was kind of hard to. But I got to do some more testing on this. So later today, I am going out to the Santa Monica Mountains to find some deadfall that I could do some more chopping tests to. Also, I was talking to Kaz last night on a stream. I found these bioluminescent mushrooms on Amazon.com, and you can buy them for like $20 a bag. And what you do, and then you drill holes into it. You put these little pellets where all the spores are gathered, and pop them in, and then you cover it with wax. And from November to February, and then you grow glow in the dark mushrooms that are, again, bioluminescent. They naturally glow in the dark. I think if it turns out to be pretty cool, you know, I might actually toss it back to Cause, because, you know, his thing is the eco village, is the fallout shelter. I think that would be cool if eventually he were to have a bunch of glow in the dark, you know, bunch of random logs all over the place with glow in the dark mushrooms. That would really go into the whole, you know, fallout shelter, nuclear theme and whatnot. So, and then aside from this one, I still got to do a better video on this knife. This one right here. This is a Cold Steel Tanto Light. I'm liking this knife, except I want to be a little careful about how I abuse it. Once, because it's so pretty, even though it's affordable. I'm just gonna say this really quick. If you guys need a camping knife and can't spend a lot of money, and I'm just talking like essential hemp camping knife, get this. These are about $22, $20 on average on Amazon. This is the Cold Steel Tanto Light. There is another one called the Cold Steel Outdoorsman Light. That one's $20 right now. And the metal is 4116 stainless steel. It's used in Germany for medical equipment. Oh yeah. You gotta be jealous of my fucking hair. You know. I have here, hold on. Just took a shower last night. I got natural curls. Yeah. I don't need no curling iron, damn it. That's why I can't. This is why I can't have a Latina girlfriend. We'll fight about my hair, because it's gonna be obvious if we ever fight about whose hair is better. It's obviously mine. Oh, Deborah. I don't know if you've been going through with the situation with Tommy, but as far as my end goes, here's what I'll tell you really quick. When I saw the video Tommy put up last night, I texted Flux to see what was going on. Flux acted like he didn't know anything that was going on. He pretty much acted a fool. Didn't want to say what was going on. And this morning I made a stream about the video last night, and Flux comes on to is on the chat, and apparently he does know what's going on. And not only does he know what's going on, he took part in the vote to throw Tommy out. So fuck that guy right now. That's pretty much my position right now with him, is fuck that guy. And he started making excuses like, oh, well, Tommy was given stuff that was supposed to be for everybody, but he kept it to himself, and he sold it. And like I told him, look, that's not your call then. And if he did do that, then fine. Leave the camp, go start your own camp, and do your own thing. And if that's the case, you guys can alienate Tommy. You guys don't need to speak. You don't need to fucking recognize Tommy, but you don't steal shit from Tommy. Okay? You don't start treating fucking people like subhumans, because otherwise you're going to be treated like subhumans. And Flux said he would call me, he would text me, so I shot him a text saying, explain yourself. Last thing I got from him is, I'm driving, I'll call you later. So again, if you don't hear from him in a few, I'm just gonna post those texts out to show people that I did try to communicate and see what was going on. Because last night I didn't know if it was real or not, Deborah. At first I thought it was a troll. I thought maybe a troll had fucking gotten to him, but then I thought, well, wait. He said he spoke to Dusty about it. So it can't be just a troll. If Dusty's speaking to him about it, it has to be something that's going on over there. So, yeah. And now I wait. Peeps, yeah, he might need guidance. And look, I'm a former tweaker, okay? From 18 to 20, for 2 years, I tweaked. I'm not trying to be prideful of anything. I quit before I turned 21. I will be 12 years clean. November. There's things that have happened that changed me since I stopped, and there's things that I will never forget. For example, I actually talked to Tommy about this. We had a discussion off camera about this, and I told Tommy, I know it's hard, and one of the tastes in my mouth that I will never forget, and I still get what I call the phantom taste. Just out of nowhere, your mouth's not dry, not wet, and then all of a sudden you get this like phantom taste that pops out of nowhere, like you just ate something. It could be a good taste, but often it's a terrible taste. But every now and then, I'll get the phantom taste of burnt meth in my mouth. I've never forgotten the taste, the smell, just the overall, the nervous cringe I would get when I was first smoking meth, and I would burn it, and it was like, and I still sometimes taste that randomly. And it doesn't get as intense as years goes by. That's what I told Tommy. I still get that taste in my mouth, but as time goes by, it's you remember how disgusting it is, and you remember how disgusting of a person you were, and you remember not to be such a disgusting person. But sometimes, though, some people are lost causes. I don't say that lightly. Meth is a very powerful drug. Meth, PCP, all that. Very powerful drugs. They can pretty much destroy the person who was once the consumer and turn them into something that not even their own family members will recognize. Not even their lovers, their children. And the unfortunate reality is that in some cases, these people will drag anyone else down with them. And the only way you can save yourself is by cutting these people out of your life, or never letting them be part of your life to begin with. It's fucked up to say. It is really fucked up to say. But it becomes a question, especially for people who are former addicts or trying to get out of it. What is more important, the drug or yourself? So they didn't have speed back in the 1800s. They had opium. They had opium. Well, not speed. All right. But all right, I got one more minute, guys. My battery's about to die. So yeah, I got to do some more chopping videos with that, with my big ass kukri. I still need to make a proper video for this knife. Again, long story short, buy it. Buy it. 20 bucks, 22 bucks on Amazon. You camping, you don't need the knife, but you just need a decent knife. Just buy it. Buy it. Just buy Cold Steel. All right? And this is the Cold Steel, hold on. Cold Steel Tento Light in 4116 German Kruk stainless steel. The sheath is fairly decent. Poly sheath, has a little piece right here so you can hang it, and it has a drain hole at the bottom. But yeah, so guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and alright guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and end it there. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Peeps, look, I don't disagree with that at all. I don't disagree with you, but Tommy made a very clear and simple request, and to respect that. Okay, we have to respect Tommy Wishes. After all, it is his camp. Okay, it's not my camp. My camp, different story, but it is his. But again, guys, thank you for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe.